Hi, it's been a minute since I've done one. Yeah, sorry, I'm just getting ready for bed. Um, I have been working with Citizen Action. I think I've told you guys this before about Demand Justice campaign. Once a month we're sending letters out to every government official that in Broome County and the Attorney General in New York State. Thursday I'm to Albany to see the lovely Attorney General with Poor People's Campaign. And I'm going to straight out tell her, you've seen my brother's story. Now what are we going to do about it? Let's see what she says, and I'll let you guys know. Then I'm coming home, and we're doing a legislator interrupt meeting thing. I'm going to go interrupt the meeting. Maybe this time more than one person will look at me if I get in there and start talking. That would be nice, because nobody else seems to give a shit around here whatsoever. Now I'm going to read you something. It's called Shining Light on Broome County Jail. The Demand Justice campaign is collecting stories from the Broome County Jail. Do you or friend or family member have a story to tell of the issues in the BC jail? Have you been denied medical attention or your medicine? Have you been mistreated physically or verbally? Have concerns about the condition at the Broome County Jail? Please send your concerns to Citizen Action, Demand Justice, Jail. 477 State Street, Binghamton, New York. Send email to demandjusticebecaus@gmail.com or call 607-723-0110. 607-723-0110. DemandJusticeBC@gmail.com. DemandJusticeBC@gmail.com. We're doing one-on-one interviews to get more stories out. A gentleman that I was helping is out, so he gave me a letter to send anonymously. Please, if you can find me on Facebook or email me, ElaineCard2064@gmail. ElaineCard2064@gmail. If you have any stories or let me know if you want to meet up. If your name is Joe and you're telling me your name is Sam, I don't care. You can lie to me about your name all you want. I will meet you at McDonald's or a coffee shop or wherever. Or if you want to meet me at Citizen Action, that's great. Whatever you're more comfortable with, Citizen Action. Sometimes there can be a lot of people there. There's people coming in and out. If you don't want those conditions, then I will meet you, like I said, at McDonald's or something. And lie to me about your name. I really don't care what your name is. If you don't want your name included in the story. A lot of people do want to stay anonymous because they're still on paper, so to speak, either on probation or parole. We're not trying to get you violated by any means. If you want to tell me your real name, but you want to be declared anonymous, that's fine. If you want to lie to me about what your name is, that's fine. We want the stories of this jail conditions. We want to know who's been beat up by the COs. We want to know who hasn't been getting medicine. We want to know who is being discriminated against. We need all these stories to get more and more power to try to get something done, to get something to change. Just sitting back and saying, oh, that doesn't affect me, this will never happen to me. What do I need to get involved for? Well, my mother did not raise my brother to get himself in trouble. My son's been in there a couple times. I did not raise my son to get into trouble. No sane parent raises their child to end up in Broome County Jail or any other jail. Things happen. People make mistakes. And that's where they go. If you go into Broome County Jail with any kind of medical condition, you are truly blessed if you make it out alive. You really are. There's something called grievances. The person that collects the grievances is also one of the people on the committee that listens to the grievances. Talk about the fox watching the chicken coop. If you're lucky enough to even get her to take one, it's a miracle. A true miracle. She'll ask you, what is it for? You tell her, you write your grievance, then maybe she'll give you a grievance sheet. You write it down, and 99% of the time, it's in the garbage. CEOs have stood right there and torn the grievances up in front of the inmate that issued it. Resident. They don't have a voice inside that anybody is listening to. We need to be their voice. They can't put us in a box for days and days. But they can them. And they have, and they do. So please, contact Citizen Action, demand justice, or contact me directly, Elaine Carr, 2064@gmail.com. Not hard. Make a comment on one of my YouTubes. That'll work too. We're up to 11 people, guys. 2 in 9 months that jail let die. The young man was blue. Was starting to look blue when he went to get his lunch tray. He was denied treatment, so-called treatment for the medical staff. He was in a cell, vomiting, diarrhea. At one point, he was spitting up blood. And still, no CEO came. He's screaming, the cellmate's screaming, the pod is screaming, but they don't hear it? Where the fuck were they? And then finally at 2:30 in the morning, when he was already gone, they decided to check in on him. The story sounds awful familiar, except in my brother's case, they took him to the hospital, brain dead, and on life support. Instead, let this poor young man just die in the cell. This is insane. Come on, 11 people in 8 years. 2 in 9 months. And then there was that gentleman not too long ago that they burned alive. Luckily, he's doing good. He's starting to heal. Thank goodness. People, wake the fuck up. You never know where or how you might be affected. Even if you never in the world have to pick up your brother as ashes, because he went there went to jail. And now I got my brother in a box. I have to hug ashes to hug my brother. You never know what's going to happen. Nobody has a crystal ball. I never thought I'd be in this situation. And even if you're not ever in this situation, if you have a heart whatsoever, you will start to join us. Truth Farm, PLOP, Progressive Leaders of Tomorrow, Justice and Unity of the Southern Tier, Citizen Action, NAACP, Cattell, Vera, Poor People's Campaign. There's so many groups, I named at least 8, I think, right now, that you could reach out to and say, I've had enough, what can I do? Every single one of them has a Facebook. Alright, well, it's a busy week for me. I've got one or two things going on all week, please reach out to me or somebody. Thank you for your time. Talk to you soon. God bless. Bye.